This is going to be fun. Welcome to the end. This is the end. This is it. Now, I always like to begin with an ending. So, here, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. This is it. You've done it. You've made it. This moment, right here, right now, we can wrap it up. This is the end. What do I mean? What do you mean this is the end? End of what? Well, maybe you're not ready. Maybe this isn't the end. Of course not. Life goes on. And what I mean is the end of the story you've been telling yourself. Now, you may not be ready. Many of you, may have been through some traumatic experiences. You may be working through your integration journey. You may be healing parts. Um, and that in itself is a journey. But there is a narrative that tends to go on and on and on. And many times we're telling ourselves these inner narratives. We get caught up in these loops. And in our journey of deepening our awakening, of becoming more aware, of healing, of returning home to ourselves and expanding our consciousness, many times one of the greatest traps is that we are kind of on a constant treadmill of our own self-made narratives and stories. Now, because we are, as human beings, naturally wired to think in story, kind of can't help ourselves. So the challenge here is, can you end the search? Can you end seeking? If you're ready, this is a timeless invitation and welcoming you to end the search, end the seeking, end the struggle, end the fighting, and all the conquest. And realize that this is it. Right here, where you are. This is home. When all the characters have finished playing their part, they all go home to rest. They take off their costumes, their swords and helmets, and take a breath. And here in this moment, in this circle, we're not rejecting. We're not shaming. We're not at war with anyone. Everyone has done a great job. Everyone has played their part. But now, in this moment, in this timeless now, you can just say, this is the end of the search. This is the end of the story. This is the end of seeking. For all you spiritual seekers Maybe you've been preoccupied with all sorts of theories and explorations into the unknown and learning all these fantastical things about the beyond. And honestly, it's amazing. It's fascinating. I'm sure we could have a very long coffee chat, and I would be very enthralled to hear all of it. But in this moment, would you be willing? And are you ready to say, it's a wrap? The story is over. The characters are done. But is it the end of the world? Is it the end of you? Are you gonna die? Right now? No. This is not any kind of grim prediction or judgment. No, this is the beginning. This is a never ending beginning. This is a perpetual awakening in this moment. For your never ending journey. Where all of the wisdom which has been integrated thus far, that treasure which you carry with you for all time, beyond time, so that you can continue on your soul's expansion and growth and evolution. And you can always return to that period. This. This. This is the eternal flow of life. It is deathless, it is birthless, it is timeless. It is. And when we end the story, when we end the dramas, the battles, and we come home and bring everyone home with us with a deep acceptance, with the realization that it is all you. We can perhaps have a good laugh, and smile. It's a deep, joyful smile rooted in a peace, that peace that surpasseth all understanding, that peace that comes from realizing that this is it. And if you're mystified or confused and not sure what this is about or what I'm talking about, well, maybe I would invite you to relax, to breathe, to come back to this when your mind perhaps has been exhausted, or has reached the limits of searching, or has at last come to realize what it is that I'm pointing towards. It's not a thing. It's not a goal. It's not an objective or a belief. It's this timeless arriving. And when you arrive here and you see yourself, you recognize timeless being beyond measure, beyond conception. This is a freedom, beyond concept. And it's yours. And it's here now. When you finally say yes, this is the end, and this is the beginning of eternity. Welcome. Welcome, beloved, to eternity.